On my way back to Manhattan to take the bus home. And one thing I wanted to mention from before was that this day was actually the first time in years that I actually took the J train. In fact, it's been so many years is that the last time I was on this line, the R42 was used in revenue service. While I was editing this video and honestly thinking of something to say within 4 minutes, to be honest, is really the idea of, well, this actually came from while I was reviewing a map that has basically in detail all of the tracks that are in and around New York City that's owned by both the subway and commuter railroads. Basically, on a number of tracks that was part of the New York City subway that's not even used anymore. For instance, I was looking at the A train, for instance, and there's an express track, to be honest, that's between Rockaway Park and Howard Beach, where the express track is not even used. Also on the N train between 59th Street and Kings Highway, there's an express track that's not even used anymore. So why am I saying all this? Basically, I'm not completely against the idea of having the MTA expand the subways to other parts of the system. Like, we think of the expansion of the 2nd Avenue subway, for instance, and I'm not against that. But I see also a number of potentials that could also take place of probably having additional services in places where it hasn't been possible from before. First, starting with the idea that I mentioned in a previous video of having shorter subway trains. For instance, I was looking at one stretch of track between Brooklyn Bridge and Fulton Street. Some of the track is actually no longer in use. Now, we know that the 6th train actually terminates at Brooklyn Bridge. But what if the portion of that track could be restored, and we could probably extend the 6th train to Bowling Green in a way that could help to reduce the overcrowding that sometimes happens on the Lexington Avenue Express, for instance, for ones that are just transferring over to the local to the Bronx. And going back to the A train, we could also probably have the C train be extended to Rockaway Park 116th Street, which would discontinue the need for having the shuttle service, and also a peak hour A train that sometimes stops there at times. And basically, they would be able to stop at the local stops between Rockaway Park and Broad Channel, and have the A run an express service potentially at all times, but of course locals on weekends. And finally, one suggestion I have is probably a peak hour express service on the 3 train between Pennsylvania Avenue and Crown Heights Utica Avenue. The point is that some of these tracks that have been out of commission for a number of years and just been gathering weeds and garbage has so much potential if the MTA was willing to evaluate, especially with the changes with modern technology and so many other things that have been implemented with the MTA. Either way, I wouldn't mind seeing some of these changes take place. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.